Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Usama Zafar, 2018 ME115. The subject of my presentation today is CNC plasma arc cutting. So let's jump straight into the circle mind map of my presentation. First of all, I will introduce the plasma arc cutting, then I will discuss in detail the working principle. After that, the plasma arc cutting machine, the comparison between different metal cutting machines, and at the end, the latest technology in plasma arc cutting. These are the contents that I will be discussing one by one in each slide. The first question arises, what is plasma? Plasma is basically the fourth state of matter. We are well aware of solid, liquids, gases, but plasma, that is the most abundant state of the matter in the universe, is always underrated. Nowadays we have known the characteristics that can be used in the metal cutting processes. So how does the artificial plasma is generated? So when a gas is heated up to a very high temperature like 5000 or 10,000 degrees centigrades, it becomes highly partially ionized and it gets converted into the plasma. CNC plasma cutting. CNC plasma cutting refers to a process in which metal cutting is accomplished by using plasma torch. Plasma torch is the main tool that is used in CNC plasma cutting machines, and this tool is controlled by highly automated CNC machines. These are the three components of plasma: gas, ignition, and power. Hydrogen, nitrogen, argon, or other gases can be used according to the metal being cut. As far as ignition is concerned, gas is initially ignited to start the process. Power in the form of electricity can be provided. The more we provide the power, the more strong plasma is generated. These are some characteristics of plasma cutting. So the metal cutting technique is basically heating or melting. The work material is only the conductive material. Plasma jet is used as a tool. The velocity can range from 500 millimeter and so on. Power ranges from 2 to 200 kilowatt. The current can be as high as 600 amperes. The voltage can be 40 to 250 volts. The cutting speed can be 0.1 to 7 meter per minute, and the metal removal rate can be as high up to 145 centimeter cube per minute. So cutting tool. This is also called the plasma torch. These are the main components of the cutting tool. Obviously we will first of all we will supply the power. This is electrode, this is the copper nozzle, this is a shield. We provide a shielding gas here. This is a cutting gas that forms the plasma, and this is the workpiece. Working principle is very simple. Electrode and the workpiece are electrically connected with the power source. The gas is initially ignited and superheated with the help of electric current. Once the plasma arc is generated, it is concentrated and a shielding gas is provided around it. So the plasma arc is passed through the cutting metal and it cuts the metal. What is dual gas concept? As we have seen earlier, one is plasma gas and other one is shielding gas. We know that plasma gas is mandatory for production of plasma, but why we are using the shielding gas? Shielding gas is used for the three main purposes. First, it prevents the heat affected zone of sensitive materials from rust and corrosion. Number two is it increases the arc constriction, and number three, it reduces the risk of double arcing. This is the plasma gas and or the main gas, and this is the shielding gas that is providing some protection. So how we can select the plasma gas and shielding gas? Plasma gas can be air plasma, nitrogen plasma, oxygen plasma, and argon or hydrogen plasma. Shielding gas can be air secondary shielding gas, nitrogen secondary shielding gas, carbon dioxide secondary shielding gas, and others according to the metal being cut. So this is how CNC plasma cutting machine looks like. So this is a tool, plasma torch, this is a flame torch, this is the power supply, this is the lifter that moves up and down, This is a gyratory frame. It provides the x-axis motion. This is a solid rack that provides the y-axis motion. And this is the CNC system from where we control the positions. This is the working animation of plasma torch. As you can see here, the plasma is being generated and it is cutting the metal. You can see here it has cut the metal in a rectangular form. It is very simple to use and easy to understand. CNC plasma cutting configurations. We have different configurations in CNC plasma cutting machines like 2D plasma cutting, 3D plasma cutting and tube and section plasma cutting. 2D plasma cutting. So in this case we have a flat bed and the cutting tool cuts the flat sheet at 90 degrees. This is also called a two-axis cutting. The depth of cut can be as high as 150 millimeters. 3D plasma cutting. This is also flat bed cutting, but we can perform an angular or tilted cutting in this case. We can generate curved profile surfaces, and this is a 3-axis cutting. The depth of cut can be up to 100 millimeters. Number 3 is tube and section plasma cutting. In this case we have a stationary cutting head. The circular or slot profiles are generated in this case with the tilted axis cutting. This is a very high powered plasma cutting. In this case we can produce tubes, pipes and other cross sections. So this is a very important in plasma cutting, that which materials can be processed and which materials cannot be processed. As we know that we can only process that materials that can conduct electricity like steel, aluminium, copper and brass, and the non-conductive materials like plastic, rubber, glass, wood, etc. cannot be processed in plasma cutting. This is the comparison between plasma cutting versus laser cutting. In plasma cutting, we can cut a greater thickness of material, but in laser cutting, we can cut a relatively less thickness of material. In plasma cutting, there is a greater heat affected zone. Heat affected zone means the zone where the heat reaches in the work material. But in case of laser cutting, we have less heat affected zone. In plasma cutting, we have larger curve during the cutting process. But in laser cutting, we have relatively less curve during the cutting process. Curve means the width of the material that is being cut from the workpiece. The last but most important difference between these two processes is the reflective property of the material. Reflective materials are not affected by the plasma cutting, but these are affected by the laser cutting. Reflective materials cannot be processed in laser cutting. So, as you can see here, this is the lower curve in laser cutting and this is a higher curve in plasma cutting. This is the comparison between plasma cutting and flame cutting. In plasma cutting, we can have a relatively less thickness of material, but in case of flame cutting, we can cut a greater thickness of material. In plasma cutting, the heat affected zone is relatively less, but in flame cutting, we have a greater heat affected zone. In plasma cutting, we have lower curve as compared to the flame cutting, but beveled edges and three-dimensional sections can be processed through both of these processes. These are some advantages and limitations of plasma cutting. As far as advantages are concerned, we can cut a relatively greater thickness of materials. We have other options like we can cut a metal through flame cutting or laser cutting, but if we want to cut thicker materials, we will choose plasma cutting. This is very fast and reliable, and we can have the finishing up to accuracy of 1.4 millimeters. There is a low operating cost in plasma cutting. The most importantly, we can have complex shapes, and this can also be used as an industrial tool at a very large scale. But there are some limitations, like we have a very high initial investment, there is less finishing as compared to laser cutting. We can cut only limited materials that can conduct electricity. There is a very high heat input as compared to laser and flame cutting. We need a shielding gas to prevent the sensitive materials from corrosion, and there is very high maintenance cost. These are some hazards related to plasma cutting. This plasma cutting is very toxic to eyes. It can also be harmful to our ears because it is a very noisy process. There is a very excessive heat, so we should perform some safety measures in this case. So, what should we consider when choosing and specifying the plasma cutting machine? Number one is cost and performance. Cost and performance are very important when we specify the plasma. So how long lasting our terms should be in plasma cutting? It depends upon the cost and performance. Number two is heat affected zone. So how deep should our plasma should go? It depends upon the heat affected zone. Number three is thickness of the metal. How much thick our metal is depends upon the plasma cutting machine. Different plasma are cutting machines are available that can cut different thickness of metals. Number four is type of material. Do we have a mesh material or do we have a single type material? Do we have a conductive material or do we have a non-conductive materials? It all depends upon different types of plasma cutting machines. And number five is cutting speed. We have different plasma cutting machines according to their cutting speeds. This is the latest development in plasma cutting machines. There are three main developments. Like we have moved from manually plasma cutting to CNC plasma cutting. CNC mean computer numerically controlled. They are very easy to use they are very easy to use and understand. Number two is 200 amplifier fan plasma cutting. Number three is we have moved from MOSFET transistor to IGBT transistors. The cutting accuracy of CNC plasma cutting machines. Modern CNC plasma cutting machines can cut up to a high precision of 0.01 to 0.05 inches. Curve fits are as narrow as 0.05 inch. Consumables can last from 1300 to more than 3700 arc starts. And the system can cut any conductive material from 10 gauge up to 2 inches. So let me summarize what I have been talking for the last 10 minutes. First of all, I introduced the plasma and I gave a brief recap of CNC plasma cutting machines and their characteristics. Then I introduced the plasma torch, different gases that are being used in plasma torch and other parameters. After that, I moved towards the working principle of plasma cutting machines. I've discussed different parameters like temperature, velocity, feed rate, etc. Then I briefly explained the configurations that are being used in plasma cutting machines like 2D plasma cutting, 3D plasma cutting and tube and section plasma cutting. Then I compared other other options like we can have a laser cutting, we can have a flame cutting. We have compared that so what we can use according to our situation. And at the end, I introduced the latest development in CNC plasma cutting machines. So this is the end of our presentation, and we can conclude our presentation overall by saying that plasma R cutting nowadays is being used to cut a wide variety of materials ranging from flat plates to a very large and thick cross sections. Modern CNC plasma cutting machines are typically more applicable to cut thick stocks of metals. These machines are cost effective only if we use them on an industrial scale. Plasma cut profile in case of CNC machines are offering improvement in their heat affected zone and across the flame cut. It not only reduces the cost of extra machining of cutting hard edges but also releases the residual stresses that are being generated due to the heat input during the cutting process. So the data is collected from previous research paper from 2000 to 2020 according to this graph. These are some references of the from where I have collected the data and some previous research papers. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.